Okay. Are we on? Are we back? Are we okay? I think we're okay. My Wi-Fi disconnected and then it reconnected. I think we're good. Okay. It still counts. Oh, I'm so hot now. I think it's this potato heat. This potato heat's got me sweating. We couldn't handle the potato. The signal's too strong. All right, we're back. I think we're okay for now. Wi-Fi looks good. All right, any hoozle. It is popping already on a Friday. You also got the you can shoot prices down for a game. Although the bulls are always very weak, but do you think you can win Monopoly Fortnite with the shooting game? If you shoot it down with the pellet, it's yours. That's the idea. Or the ring toss game. You could try that too. I'm not feeling that lucky today. Give it a try. The problem is I would have to carry like a Monopoly game board the whole time. We'll go to do it later. There's a lot of good stuff here though. I wonder if there's like a small like little thing. If I was ending the stream, I would. You just basically, in Japan, just go where the long line is. You know it's got to be good. But I don't want to waste too much time waiting in line because battery is a thing. We got to save our battery for Gundam. But this looks pretty nice. So if you're out here in Yokohama this weekend, pop by the emo fair. Hello. Number 14. They're a friendly bunch over there at 14. Nari Bunny, no worries. Well, come on in. Good to see you. We're in Yokohama today. What's over here? This is closed. Nabe. Oh, it's a hot pot like built like food court. It's closed. It's open at noon. I believe it's just hot pot in here. No dogs. No outside food. That's fair. No smoking. Opens at noon, so it's not open just yet. Small. No. You gotta look inside. You gotta take a peek inside the Nabe food court. Like you can kind of tell maybe a little bit. Looks like there's space. There's at least like it looks like 7, 9. I'm not looking at the numbers. It's kind of hard to tell because of the reflection on probably on your screen. At least 9, 10 stores, and a lot of space inside behind this flashing peach tree. Nabe would be the treat for the winter. It's a nice little hot pot, so that makes sense. So you can load up on sweet potato, eat your way down the tents, and then come on in for a little hot pot. Here's the store, or the warehouse proper, the inside mall portion. We can take a little peek inside. Which Steadicam? I'm using, I forget the name now. I'm using a DJI. I forget the full name. It's a DJI something or other. I'd have to look it up and let you know off camera later, the official name. But no, it's pretty good. It's been solid. I have had no problems with it. It extends very high if I need it to, so I can give you the name later, the official model. But I think I got the old model. I think there's like a new model, whatever it's called. But it's DJI. They make a lot of good stuff for streaming. Actually, let's look at the water. Wait, let's go inside and look at the water this way. Just make sure there's no camera signs. I think if we walk quick, we'll be okay. I don't see I think we just walk quick here. But yeah, if you don't want to go, you can just have Korean chicken inside too. Oh, you got your Chinese dish. Ooh, this is a really good place for like dumplings. I always get this box. You can see the box here. When I go on trips on the train, this is the box I usually get. I mean, it's not just dumplings, but it's usually a good box here. I recommend, if you ever travel for Japan, if you're in the area, grab that lunchbox for the train ride. You see they have a lot of stuff for sale, takeout. Plus a good old snowman for some reason, right there. Shumai. I don't think it's 4. I think mine is probably the 3. It's not the newest one, what I have. I was cheap, so I bought the later one. It might be a 2 or a 3, but it's been good. I have no complaints about it. Got your Hawaiian burger right here. Yokohama Tachibana. The problem with burgers in Japan is that they cost a lot. Plus, their bacon is actually ham most of the time. It's probably not true crispy bacon. So one complaint about very minor thing. Why even go to Hawaii? There's a Hawaiian waffle right there. Hello, Rained. Good to see you. Hope you're doing awesome on a Friday. Oh, is this an exit or a restaurant? This might just be a restaurant. I might have to go back. I might take a U-turn here. Bill's is a good restaurant, but I don't think it's, nope, that's a do not exit. We will U-turn. Hawaii is basically Japan. Just go to Japan. I would also go to Hawaii too. Hawaii's pretty nice. All right, let's go outside again. Oh. The Japanese might be like, I should tell my wife that Hawaii is basically Japan. You're already in Hawaii. You don't need a trip. See, again, this is also still part of that big Nabe tent. It's a fancy size. It's Dio size, I would say. Plenty of people can fit in there. Bill's is a nice restaurant. Oh, you can see the windows there. I mostly go for the pancakes. So here is the good old water we were talking about. There is the International Ferry Building we talked about a little bit before on the map. That's where your cruises are probably gonna dock there. All this food's making me hungry. It is almost lunchtime. I probably won't be able to eat until, because if we're going to the Gundam place, we might have to wait for the Gundam to actually move. I also gotta pay money to go in there. We're not gonna probably have to go to Chinatown until like much later. So I'm gonna try and hang in there. Let's just go take a look at the water. It doesn't count unless you go to the fence. And I love these Hawaiian rhythms. Pretty much just do not need to go. I just tell my wife to come here. You wanna go to Hawaii? I'll take you to Hawaii. We have Hawaii at home. The water's okay today. It's not like it's gonna win any awards for cleanliness. But you got, I think that's the Japanese Coast Guard Museum over there. There's the Ferris wheel we started from in the background. That's all Minatomirai there. Yokohama, Hawaii. Yes, exactly. You got, I believe going that way is gonna get towards Tokyo, over that way, if I know my directions properly. I think, yeah, there's that bridge I was talking about. Hey, we just started streaming. The little like triangle shape that's the way to Tokyo. International Ferry Building. It's kind of shaped like a boat. I think that's what we're trying to go for, right there. It's very long. It's very big because again, if you're gonna have like big cruise ships come in, you're gonna need a lot of space. No ship in dock today, but I believe most of them dock in there and like go through customs and everything when they come into the country. This I think is just like a local, small, like around Tokyo, Yokohama cruise ship for like a boat tour. So you see a few people in there. They do like, you know, business trips and stuff like that. That might be going on later day. Yeah, you can see the red brick warehouse is 2 buildings usually. Most of the shopping's on this one on that side, closer to Minatomirai. This one's, I don't think this has as much, if anything, but it is open for business. We can cross on this side, see what's going on. And the back of the Nabe tent has a little e-cig place over there too. But obviously, as you can tell, Yokohama is still a port city. A lot of maritime industry business going through here. These warehouses were, you know, kind of a holdover from that age of, you know, having to have things at the dock. They kept the warehouse and repurposed it into lovely food, shopping, event space. But it's a little throwback to the old school days of Yokohama at its business peak. You do have a unique coffee roastery. There's still some stuff in here. 2B, let's go. On the hunt for some RC Cola. If you find RC Cola on the stream, you get a free sub, I think. You tell me where it is. Yeah, but most of it is, as you can see, there's not really much going on shopping-wise here. You got your Nabe storehouses on the side here. Also some gift shops. We could just gone in here. It's okay. It's mostly just touristy gifts in this one here. Can I go in here? Let's just go in here really quick. Let's see what's inside. Gotta mask up again. Just keep it on my face. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's mostly accessories. This one's less food and more tour stuff. Here's your gift shop. I think tomatoes are also there's like one sort of pushing tomatoes. It might be this one. I like this little theme here. Look at this one. This little brick design purse here. That could be a gift for Mrs. Commander after our trip to Yokohama. You can remember your Hawaiian trip by face wash area there. I thought they tempt you with the bubbling up right in front of you there. Honey store, right there. Oh, if you look down, you can also see again some of the remains of what they found when they were like renovating and working on the brick warehouse. Yeah, right here, Sugi Beer Garden. It's a good place for honey for sure, and of course candy. Yeah, Renga means brick. Renga is brick. But it's like it's a foreign loan word. I don't know from which country Renga is from. It's not English, but it means brick in Japanese. And here, like the roof tiles, they found also in the old school red brick warehouse. Doll Festival's coming up in March. You're supposed to put out like the most extreme would be like a whole set, at the very least like a boy and girl, prince and princess doll, in your household. Again, here you go. Day of Girls' Healthy Growth, injury taking off in celebration, that wishes accident. Well, that's close enough. You know what it means. You want your girls, your daughters, your sisters, your wives to be healthy. But if you don't put the dolls away the day after Doll Festival, you're like dooming your girl, your daughter to like never get married, something like that. You can see here, I believe this is like the gate for the door? No. Like the entrance, like one of the like symbols on the doors there. Also sticker store. You've probably seen these stickers a lot. These are pretty popular, these little characters. They have a Pokemon set somewhere. I forget the official name. Oh, there they are, Pokemon's. B-side label, yeah. I also got some anime ones here too. One Piece. Get your Pokemon. Pikachu's right there. Spy Family. They have Spy Family stickers. Oh my gosh. I need to put this somewhere in the house probably. Dawn. These are new. I haven't seen the Spy Family ones yet from B-side. I might need to get this one at some point. And just put it in random places in our house. Yo you no Emmy. Love that. Love the Anya. The smug Anya. Yeah, they got everything here. They hook up with a lot of anime series here, so. Uma Musume. Also one of my favorite series. One of my guilty pleasures, where all the girls are horse girls, but they're all really cool. I don't like this whole blacked out. That's kind of weird though. These like blacked out eyes. I like more of this style. Like they just copied straight up the anime, just made a new sticker. And less of Pika Pika time. The Snorlax is my pace, basically living at my own pace. That sounds like Snorlax. Psyduck forgets a lot. Dowasude. Psyduck's a forgetful fellow. Oh, there's some nice Yokohama stuff too. These are all Yokohama specific. Snorlax? What's Snorlax? Where's Snorlax? Snorlax. Definitely here somewhere. Oh, there. Tabete Nerudake. Just eat and sleep. That's Snorlax. I think that is definitely a vibe too. And of course you have your onigiri rice ball stickers of all of Japan right here. You got plenty. What's Tokyo? Tokyo is, what is this? I don't even know what this is. Beans? It's not exciting. Tokyo has everything, so it really doesn't have anything if it has everything in it. Jelly-filled donuts. Exactly. Yeah, the other building is mostly, you can see, event spaces. So the third floor is a hall here. The second floor is also a smaller space. So it's mostly just for exhibitions. Most of the shopping is going to be across the way there. All right, that's pretty good, Dad. I need to come back for that Ani sticker maybe later today. All right, I think we're gonna get going for the long walking portion of the stream, because everything's a long line for all this food. Yeah, I mean, we go like these quieter shops. We could go to those nice people that said hi to us. 14. Do I want, it's a mascarpone and sweet potato sandwich. I do like cheese. That dog likes cheese too. I wonder how much it is though. That was like 500, 600. Nah, I'll save it for the for Chinatown. But if you're feeling like potato today, this weekend is your time over here in Yokohama. It's only gonna get more crowded. This weekend's it's probably gonna be crazy if it's this busy on a Friday. It's like there's not like any holiday or anything coming up. These are just people having a nice little Friday break, living their best life. Like me too, I guess. 7 shots for 500 yen. Sometimes they have like a Nintendo Switch up for sale, but I don't see a Switch there today. Just the Monopoly Fortnite. Alright. No Switch, no deal? Fair enough. Alright. Time for us to get walking. It's gonna be a bit of a walk. You got Dance with Ghost. I think this is a skating rink. Any Fall Guys plushies? You just want to shoot the Fall Guys down, don't you? Not open right now, but if you want to dance, if you want to skate with a ghost, it's right there. 2 bourbons waiting for that marathon stream when I put 100 subs equals a Mario costume IRL, and I feel like 2 bourbon will put down like 50 subs. No pressure. I guess it opens later, although it's a little bit above freezing, but yeah, I think they keep the ice cold anyway. I don't know why it's a ghost theme skating rink, but I'm sure people are enjoying it later in the day. Alright. There's in Yokohama, they have 3 buildings they call the King, Queen, and Jack. Like the cards. I think because they're all very old historical buildings, and I think that's one of them right there. And I forget, they're all government buildings in some respect. But I think it's like the Jack is the shortest of the 3. I'm not sure which one that would be. Again, I gotta work on my Yokohama knowledge at some point. But I do know they have 3 buildings. I tried ice skating once. I feel kind of literally walking on ice. Does that mean you were good or bad? I don't know if that means like you were just like shuffling your foot. You weren't really like gliding at all. Or was it so silky smooth? It was like there was no issue. You're like, whew. I've skated a few times and it's always been pretty bad. No gliding. Okay, fair enough. Probably more like me then. Slowly, step by step. Don't want to fall. Then bam, you fall. Hurt your hands like a robot. I think you and me would be about the same in jail. I've never been one for the sliding arts. There was a brief period in university, someone gave me a skateboard because they were moving out. Like, you want? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? It's free. And I was pretty bad at it. Like I was okay getting going, but braking was always an issue. I think I was too afraid of like scuffing up my shoes. Like like, oh, my precious shoes. Like they were that expensive. So skateboarding stopped very quickly because there were times I just couldn't stop for whatever reason. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna jump ship here, and the skateboard would go flying into the bushes. Never got hurt, thankfully. I've only ever wiped out like twice on a bicycle. So, all right, here we go. So we passed Red Brick Warehouse, saw the water, came back this way, past the bridge, and now we are basically gonna follow this path all the way into Yamashita Park, and then I believe here is where the Gundam space should be. So we're gonna get some park time past the International Ferry building we just saw, right there, and then go here into the Gundam space. I can't see it, so I don't know if it's gonna like, pop out of nowhere. It would be around there somewhere. There's just a bunch of people just hanging out at this plaza, but until we hit the park, probably not much going on. You can see the sign there for Motomachi, also the other name for Chinatown, like Chukagai Motomachi. You can maybe see Chinatown behind the trees, about a kilometer away. Park is also about a kilometer, so time to get those steps in. It's an Elephant Terrace, this building? Zo no Hana Terrace. The Elephant Hana's Terrace, okay. I think these are kids on their lunch break. There's definitely an elephant statue inside that building. Yes, okay, fair enough. They are holding true to the elephant theme. There must have been an elephant in Yokohama at some point. Okay, here is, I don't know which one of the deck of cards it is. Yokohama Customs Museum. So this is the Yokohama Customs Museum, according to the sign down there. I guess it used to be the official customs building. Now they've downgraded to a museum in this day and age. But you got a peek, yeah, there of the international. So that makes sense that the customs building would be near the. I think it was always the ferry terminal, that space. They just, you know, made it look nicer these days. This is going down to like downtown Yokohama, which I don't know nearly as much about. Like I said, everything I've ever seen or wanted to go to has been by the water here. So it's actually not that. It's getting a little toasty, I must say. I put on 2 layers. That might have been a mistake. We're gonna sweat it out before we get some food. 11:36. So, oh, you can kind of maybe see the Gundam there. This, I don't know if my finger's pointing the right direction, but near that blue building, you can kind of see that little hangar business. And a white thing. It's gonna go out of camera frame in a sec. We'll see how much it costs to get inside. Hopefully it's not too bad. And you got the Yokohama Domino's for some reason in this place. I don't know what's going on here. Feels like Domino's. Probably has another meaning. Statue of the Girl with the Red Shoe. Is that in the park? That might be in the park. That sounds like an actual thing. It might be in that park. I believe this one is also one of the card buildings. That probably is the Jack, if that is the Queen over there, because I think it goes by height. I think that one is also one of the traditional deck of card buildings here in Yokohama. You, in theory, can see them all 3, in a nice little little lineup. If you like go to the roof of the ferry building, and you can see all 3 buildings in like a nice little row. Oh. I'm gonna take a little aqua break in a sec too. You think it's by the water? I know that we're coming up on Yamashita Park. I think it's at the park. It's been a long time since I've been to the park, so. But if it's by the water and it's in the park, it's probably coming up. You can see some more of the dominoes there, trailing off in the distance. Like, it's a very almost nondescript entrance to, like, you gotta think it's like a major international entry hub. Like, it's a cruise port, but it's, I mean, when it's quiet, there's like nothing going on. Yamashita Rinko. Are we on the right path? I think we're on the right path. Oh yeah, there it is. Statue of little girl with red shoes on. Okay. So we keep going straight and then go take a left at some point. There it is, and then the God of Water, and then over here is Gundam. This is also, this boat here, I think it's a museum ship now. Hey, Silver! Thank you for the sub. Where is the sound effects? I thought I turned them on. Well, I'll give you a wow. Wow! Thank you, Silver. Hope you're having a great Friday. 17 months in a row. Appreciate you, bud. Here's the entrance to the ferry building right there. Very nondescript, but I'm sure there are a lot of tour buses that go through and right into downtown. Drop it in. We'll take in the poop break. We'll take those poop break subs. You're not the only one who comes in during bathroom breaks. I think Kauai also comes in during a lot of bathroom breaks too. We'll take those. I'm not fancy. We're not fancy here. Are you working today? Thank you so much for the pop in during work. I'm not sure how long everyone's like Lunar New Year vacations are, but I figure most people are back to work by now. I assume you don't get the whole 2 weeks off unless you're a pro. We're out here in Yokohama, making our way to the big Gundam before it blasts off into space in March or somewhere else. You can get a better sense. Look at that blue building to the left. You can maybe kind of see some Gundam action. It's pretty really small on your screen, but it'll be bigger soon enough. And that little striped cone is the museum ship we were just talking about. Third day of work. Ooh, good luck. Hang in there. Weekend's almost around, and then Denson games for Fall Guys tonight, probably. Denson's been enjoying that Fall Guys. I need to get back on that red envelope. I think I have like 1 or 2 more challenges to do for that red envelope thing. I got another week, right? I should be okay. I think that costs extra money. If I get like a few more silver subs, I'm just kidding. You upgrade that to a tier 2. We can talk more. I think well, there's an entrance fee to go to the area, and then it costs even more if you want to like get right in front of the Gundam's face and stuff, like in that little hangar building. But I think, depending on the price, we'll probably just go with the give me the general entrance. That's why he's the commander. I mean, my skills do include Gundam patrols. Here is the park right here, Yamashita Park. And I think if you know a little bit of your latest Yakuza series, Like a Dragon, I believe this park also featured pretty heavily. Also, I mean, Yokohama in general featured pretty heavily in that game. But this plus Chinatown definitely took a lot of time when I was playing Like a Dragon. Mrs. Commander is working today, unfortunately. She is not with me. She's with me in spirit. Probably hoping I don't spend too much money. Appler, is it still super cold? It is. It's like 40s, 50s. It will get below freezing tonight. And they were talking about some non-sticky snow, some slush. So I'm actually pretty warm. I'm wearing a baby 1 layer too much. I overdressed. But I think once I stop moving, I'll freeze up. So it's good if you're moving, but if you are not, you're probably good. I mean, there's people just jogging. It's not terrible. It's not windy today at all, so it's pretty comfortable, I would say. Yeah, this is definitely in Yakuza Like a Dragon. That bad bathroom. So if anyone has played that game, I think you know what I'm talking about. This is where like the people you fought and that one really hard guy. Examples with the follow. Thank you. Mrs. Commander's having a lovely Friday of work, and then also a lovely Saturday of work. I assume this fountain will be renovated in maybe a year. It's probably right there. We'll walk along the water because that's where the girl with the red shoes is. And I might sneeze here 1 second. Oh boy. Excuse me. Oh man. Gotta do 2. Oh, hey bird. Let's see how long we get. It is not afraid of being on stream. There he goes. Oh, it's like, nah, I'm good. Fair enough. Mrs. Commander puts in a full, she's a hairstylist, so she's there as long as customers are there. But a lot of the time it's also very quiet too. It's been pretty quiet so far. I think when the next like festival comes up, like when people have to dress up their hair, like I know New Year's is very busy for her, and maybe Valentine's, because Valentine's coming up, so girls gotta look good. Gotta get that hair done. Get their hair done, you know? So maybe next week will be busy for her, like the Valentine's prep. I believe that's Yokohama Marine Tower? Yokohama's not known for its towers, but if you do want to get a little view of the ocean from up top, and you're not in the Gundam over there, still kind of tiny, kind of small on your screen, you can go head to the Marine Tower next to the Hotel New Grand. Oh, you have a great hairstyle. I need to get my hair cut, but Mrs. Commander cuts my hair, so I take advantage of having a hairstylist at the house. Usually it's her telling me, I want to cut your hair. It's usually Mrs. Commander driven. It's never me like, hey, I need my haircut. She's like, you know your hair's long. Zilver, no worries. You have a great work day, and I'll probably see you somewhere else tonight, if not this weekend. You have a great, great work day. Thank you so much for the resub as well. Oh, there's the girl. It is pretty nice to not worry about having to pay for haircuts. That money's going towards, you know, video games. Little girl with red shoes on. They're not that red anymore, though. Maybe back in the day. Akaikutsu ni akaikutsu haitta ononoko. Facing right by the ocean, too. What's the inscription here? 97. Oh, 79 is when it was made. Yamamoto. I can barely make out the name. A Yamamoto. Let's see. There's the view of the girl with the red shoes. That's actually not that good. That's a good pic. If I had my camera out. Here in Yamashita Park. You gotta imagine they're red. That's for YouTube. And if I was wearing a Mario costume, I'm sure I would get free things for it too. Right here is pretty much at the center. Oh, like off center. We're almost, I think that fountain's gonna be the center of the park. But yeah, it faces right to the ocean there. You had a friend that would cut your hair for computer support and guitar lessons? There you go. It's all about barter. Bartering is a good system. I don't know what I could offer people. What skills I could offer. I mean, when I was a kid, my mom would like hire me out to like set up her friends' computers, because they were all old people, didn't know how to use set up computers. So like, you know, they wanted to install Windows or something like that. Like, yeah, okay. But I was like 13 at the time, so I'm like, what am I doing this for? I get a little bit of money. Video game cheats. Maybe back when Google wasn't a thing. I used to do game FAQs, if you know what that site is. Before you could like just research things on Google. It's like, yeah, do a little strategy guide for Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Yeah, Dio would know game FAQs, game facts. That's a blast. I think it still exists, that site too. I think it's still a thing. I use it a lot for, because yeah, you couldn't really Google things up, so I had to like use game FAQs a lot for like a lot of video games, a lot of RPGs, so like 100% them. I know, they were so good. You know, my favorite strategy guide of all time was still Earthbound. But the thing about Earthbound for Super Nintendo was like, it was such a weird game for the American audience. They gave the strategy guide for free because they didn't believe that American players would understand Earthbound. It was such an oddball game, but it was really nice. It was a really good, and they even had like scratch and sniff cards with the game too. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of high school kids out. Oh, I don't find they're with their dog. I'm sure they're doing good. I don't want to like interrupt people's good times, but I'm sure they waited. It's a Friday, so it's not super busy. I'm sure they got lovely. I mean, look at this lovely. It's a bit cloudy today, but you know, it's not terrible. If you like water, you like boats, you're in the right spot. Here's the center. Here you go. Here's the fountain I was talking about. Also, for you old school gamers, Game Genie. Do you remember Game Genie? You had to put in like the codes, and you would only get the codes from like GamePro or EGM magazine. How would you find Game Genie codes? Unless you got like Nintendo Power or something, you know, back in the day. Mikolash! Let's go. Yeah, I mean, some games, how do you figure out playing them blind? I think it's 100%. How you doing, Mikolash? Happy Friday to you. Let's go Game FAQ crew. I was able to parlay my Game FAQs into like a semi-paying job for writing guides for this other website that doesn't exist anymore. Again, this is before like game guides were a thing, easily found anywhere. Yeah, Yamashita Park is very popular. It's a nice, and there's a rose garden which I think is not in season at the moment. I think if we went straight, this is the way to Chinatown. You can tell. They got the. I assume that's for Lunar New Year. You made your own codes in Game Genie? I had no idea how Game Genie worked. I mean, with enough trial and error, you could probably program some good cheats in there. 2023. Let's see, digital stamp rally. Oh, so Japan loves, like, they call them stamp rallies, where you just basically get stamps on a card, but it being COVID times, and now it's a digital stamp rally. So you go around, I guess, parts of Chinatown, scan the code, and get a bunch of get some rewards if you get all the stamps in your digital stamp book. I like the lantern. That's nice. So that's probably what that plant was at the Nabe hut at the Red Brick. It was also probably part of this Chinatown stamp rally. Until Sunday. Okay. What's going on? Anything fun? I think everything's done. Nothing going on Friday. Oh, there's a lucky draw? Let's see. What do I do for this draw? Everything else is like either later or already is past. Tomorrow's going to be some performances this weekend. Countdown was on 21st, that's fair. Maybe there's some kind of lucky draw going on in Chinatown. Hall number 80. We'll see what's up. I will try to Apple. I did one, I think last year I did one for cherry blossom season in Meguro. Like the place for cherry blossoms. One of the places in Tokyo. I will definitely try and time my stream. I mean, you know, if you follow the Twitters, the Discords, or look at my random stream titles, you'll find out when I have an IRL show. I usually announce them at least a week in advance, hopefully earlier. I've been a bit slow on the announcements. If you remember Like a Dragon, this is where you fought one of the bosses in Like a Dragon, in this little plaza in Yakuza Like a Dragon. I think this is probably the rose garden here. But as you can tell, it's not the season for roses. Would love to have you by. Yeah, it'll probably be in March. I don't know the exact date yet, but it'll be a March stream most likely for the cherry blossoms. I will probably not go to Meguro again. That was really busy. It was fun. Mrs. Banner was with me, but I feel with tourism reopening, it's even. I mean, last year we didn't have foreign tourists for the cherry blossom, so this year I can imagine it's gonna be just jam-packed. I'm gonna try to find a hidden spot, maybe. Yes, plum ume blossoms, which look a lot like cherry blossoms, are also, I think, a little bit earlier, but also in March. But yeah, with the foreign tourists this season, it's gonna be busy. Here's the museum ship, Hikata Maru. Back in the day, it used to be a bad old local cruise ship. Now you can go in and see how the people used to live when they were on boats back in the day. Yeah, passenger liner. You probably can't see on the stream. It used to be a passenger liner ship. Now it's just hanging here. I went last time I went inside. It was pretty nice. It was on a semi-date with not Mrs. Commander. It didn't work out with that person, but it was a nice day. Not every day it's gonna be, you know, a success. So we're getting close to the Gundam goodness. Doing a bit of construction. Yeah, here, this I think are all some of the sightseeing cruises you can take. There's the Marine Rouge we saw at the Red Brick Warehouse. You also got Sea Bass, Yokohama Cruise. I think they're like rebuilding the tourist spot, the tourist ships. All right, here is, you can kind of see the Gundam factory. Pretty sure if I want to get inside, I gotta pay money. So there's no freebies. I mean, up close personal. But I guess we'll see how it costs. Let's take a look. I did promise Gundam, didn't I? And we got 1 sub, so that'll help defray some of the cost. Now, I want to go in because it's going to be gone in a couple months anyway. Even Mrs. Command's like, you're not, I mean, when are you going to see it again? I'm like, yeah, fair enough. I'm not the most Gundam knowledgeable person, but I do enjoy a big mech. I thought at first it was going to be free like the Odaiba Gundam, but that was not the case. Oh, I take it back. This is where we fought the boss in Like a Dragon, by that area, that little plaza. Not by the fountain, my mistake. Apologies to those who were going to call me out on that. That was where we fought one of the bosses. Umeshu plum wine is delicious. I love it. Yamashita Pier bus station. So if you were busing in Yokohama, this is where you would go, and you pop out right by the park, right by the Hikara and everything. There goes all those fans. Get them out. So you can see, I think before this Gundam thing was built, there's nothing. Oh, there's a line. Let's see what the damage is going to be like. Hopefully not that long. I didn't pre-order. I am visiting. This is not my normal stopping ground. It's probably my first time back in like 3 or 4 years. This is not... I mean, I've been to Yokohama a few times. This is my first time going to this Gundam factory. Hopefully it's not too long of a wait. But I've been to Yokohama a few times. I mean, I've seen the Red Brick Warehouse. I've been in Chinatown. But definitely not my normal stopping ground. So it's kind of good to see like if anything has changed in the last couple past post-COVID. So we'll see. But no, Tokyo's usually where I spend my time. But you know what? I wanted to get out of Tokyo. I also kind of run out of ideas for Tokyo at the moment. Only Japanese shooters you follow are DJs from Yokohama. Ooh, let's go. I can't give you the tunes, unfortunately. But Yokohama's a fun city. I think a lot of people end up thinking about living in Yokohama because it's near Tokyo, but not as expensive, and it's a pretty convenient city. It's got a bullet train stop and everything, so it's not like it's not a bad place at all. It's right by the water. Good food in Chinatown. So we'll see. When I was looking for work in this part of Japan, Yokohama came up a lot, but I ended up picking a Tokyo job. Frugal life, I know, right? Gotta save that money. Gotta save those Twitch bits and subs. Alright, let's see what the damage on this line is. It looks like, well, maybe it's not that bad. I assume, like at its peak, it probably goes all the way to the to that entrance, the Gundam line. I gotta think it's gonna pick up again in the next month or so, because it's gonna close in March. But yeah, before this, there was like nothing here. As you can see, it's like I would have never gone to this area. It's probably just like empty space. It's like, why not build this one big Gundam thing right here? Let's see. We got some friendly tourists in front of us as well. I'm also a tourist, if you think about it, because I don't live here, so we're all living our best life. I wish there was a free option though, for us lazy people or cheap people, frugal life, you know. But no, it's fair. I'll pay. Gundam's been having some trouble keeping their buildings open. The Gundam Cafe in Akihabara closed a while ago, so let's see. They are selling same-day tickets. Great. $16.50. Like 16-ish bucks. If you do enjoy your Gundam, you got the Haro version and the floor design. You can take that home. A little drink. or a Gundam cheeseburger, but I don't really see what's special about it. It's just a cheeseburger. The Gundam BLT. I like this one. This is a little cute. The Haro again. Haro Anman. Steamed buns and sweet red bean paste. Delicious. You got the little ebi chili man in there. Everything else looks pretty. Oh, there's a little Gundam seaweed. I like that. That's a little nice touch. For kids. Only for kids, unfortunately. You also get a little cap with your Gundam custard. Or the glass custard. You can take this glass home. The water bottles are very nice. They're not bad. You can take them with you. It's $1,400. You're pretty much paying for that design. You got the Gundam lattes. 60's not terrible. I'll do it. Official making book. Oh, like how they made the Gundam. It's supposed to. I think it's definitely bigger than the one in Odaiba for sure. And it does move, I believe, is what I've heard. All right, let's get in line. I might have to mask up, even though we're outside. I'll mask up. Let's be safe. Hot dog with cheese? I know, right? Whoop. Drop my mask. Let's see. Purchasing tickets or advance tickets? I am going to purchase my own ticket. Oh, let's look at the merch. Some of it's already done. Taking it. Ooh, the expensive is already gone. I like these hearts. They're pretty cute. I like the Gundam colored one. That's pretty nice. Build my own, exactly. Then it'll all come to me. There's only one line. It looks like, see, this one says go to the left, but that thing there says go to the right, so I'll just go to the right. I assume it's confusing signage and mixed messages. Oh. Alright. Surprising. Yes, that was come out of nowhere. Well, I hope our lurkers enjoyed that. just so you know where you are. Even I was shocked how long. I was like, okay, kind of, because that's the museum ship. They're just milking it. They're like, you know what? I gotta use it. Alright, I gotta fill out a form. So, pardon if I drop the camera here. Let's see. I'm gonna buy for just me my name. I don't know my name. Uh-oh. I'm getting official. I'm gonna try and keep the factory in frame here. Oh, I had to move too. Alright, let's see. I'm not showing you my name on stream, right? Even though my name is pretty easy to find. Gotta put in Japanese. They want my phone number or mail address? I'll give you my phone number, whoever calls me. Who picks up the phone anyway? No one else with me. Did I have any coronavirus symptoms? No. The last 14 days, have I had any problems going to hold on? Nope. Have not been near anyone with symptoms either. Good. Okay. They basically just wanted to make sure that you're not feverish. It's for, I think, in theory, contact tracing, but I feel like it's hard to do these days. If you just want to go to the store on the right there, there is the Gundam base. I think it is technically open. If you don't want to like pay for the money. But I do want to see this bad boy move. So we might be just staying in place. I think it's like every 30 minutes it moves. So it'll be a good chance for me to charge my phone while we're waiting. Oh, let's see. The next entry's at 105? What? Oh wait, no, that's for the. There's a little board there. That's for going inside the hangar. I will not be paying for that. I think that's fine. I'm okay with that. I want to see it from the ground. I think it's better from the ground anyway. I'm just convincing myself it's better from the ground, so I don't have to pay for the ticket to go inside the hangar. Hi.
6等チケットなしで大丈夫ですか？
そうじゃないです。
なしで大丈夫ですか？かしこまりました。ではこちらお待ちになってお待ちください。
Yeah, I don't need to go inside the dock tower. I will pay for the ground entry. Yeah, I think it says there's 33 total if I want to include the tower entry. Which also, I think it costs like 17 on top, so it's double the price pretty much. You pay 16 to enter and about 16 to get in the tower. I'm good. I can put a card, right? I think I should be able to. Appler, have a good lurk. We'll probably be just chilling for a little bit anyway, waiting for this Gundam to move. Thank you, though. I hope to see you very soon. It's like Tokyo Skytree. I wouldn't pay for the extra go to the top entry, like the top. Enjoy the lurk. IRL microtransaction. I know, right? I'm not gonna pay that DLC. I'm already paying for the base game. I might have to put the camera down for a sec while I make this purchase. Here, you can look at some of the goodies you can buy. Yeah, it looks like everyone's filling out that form. They want to do contact tracing. Just in case like there's a Gundam base outbreak. Hopefully we'll be okay. I think I should be all good today. But yeah, they have timed entry to the Gundam dock tower. That's interesting. So I guess it gets really popular. Xeon based outbreak. No. Oh, here we go.
お待たせいたしました。入場券1枚ですね。1650円です。お預かりします。ご一括で受けたまわります。
Here's the schedule. Oh, 12:45. Wait, standby mode. Well, 12:20. Okay, we can see the 12:21. That's in like 53 minutes. That's great. Perfect. So 14 minutes of waiting. Yeah, we can do that.
暗証番号と緑のボタンお願いします。ありがとうございます。
And no shooting in the shop. Fair enough. So you won't go inside the store. That's good though. Startup experiment. Alright. 8 minutes.
Okay. That is no entry. So
稼働開始です。こちらが入場券となります。入り口のスタッフに渡してください。再入場できませんのでご注意ください。いらっしゃいませ。
Alright. So my little contact tracing sheet is my entrance ticket. Alright, let's go inside.
お預かりします。1名様ですね。
はい。
6等のチケットネットでご購入をされたんですか？
ないです。
かしこまりました。ありがとうございます。お進みください。
はい。
1名様でありがとうございます。
はい。
入場者特典のがこちらです。
ありがとうございます。So this is like all, and they were making it pretty cool here. I also get this coming in, a little tiny Gundam you can make yourself. So finally I can build my own plastic model. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Money.
日本語でも大丈夫ですよ。
利益発生しますか？
いや、ないんですけど、特に。
大丈夫ですか？ビデオ
ビデオ
通話とかなら大丈夫なんですけど。
わかりました。配信とか。
配信どれで配信ですか？
はい、どこで？
はい。
Twitch っていう。
Twitch はダメです。ごめんなさい。
そうですか。
うん
わかりました。
はい。
じゃあ、ちょっと後で、はい。
はい。忘れてください。上面すべて禁止になってますね。
わかりました。はい、すいません。で、じゃあ、we'll go to the table over there. そうなんだ。They just said no Twitch streaming. All right. Well, let's see what happens with that. Let me pretend like I'm turning off my camera, and then let's just all pretend like we're on YouTube. I wonder if it's because it's for profit. I wonder if that's a thing. All right, let's see. I'll put it down here for a sec. I think he's watching me. That's disappointing. Well, yeah, so I gotta like have the camera off for a few minutes. All right. I don't think if YouTube is fine. I think he's watching me now. I should say something else. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll turn it off for a few minutes, and then pretend like I'm just doing a regular recording. So give me a few minutes here. Just turn it off. I'll be back in like maybe 2-3 minutes. I'll hold it so it's like I'm just doing a YouTube video or like a recording. I know, right? I don't know. Hold on 1 second. Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna just pretend like I'm turning it off. I'll be back in a little bit. Don't go too far.